Charlamagne, welcome back.
Vlad, my brother, what's happening?
People thought we weren't rocking with each other, because we haven't done anything in a few months. You know what I'm saying?
I'm busy, man. Like, I try to get here when I can.
Absolutely.
Just been busy, that's all.
Yeah, we 10 years strong or so, you know what I mean?
Easily.
All day. So first of all, put some respect on my name.
Mm-hmm.
All three of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We finished or are we done?
Mm-hmm.
The Birdman incident. So you said that you thought that was going to happen before you even came in.
Oh, absolutely. Like I always tell people, I'm fully aware of the things that I've said, and the things that I've said is, why would anybody ever sign the Birdman when it's a history of him not paying his artists? I mean, you've heard this since the Hot Boy days. And I mean, now, the man that he calls his son, Lil Wayne, the man he got tattooed on his chest, the man we've seen him kiss. He's going through it with Birdman. You see him on stage saying F Cash Money, F the Birdman. Yeah. So it's like I've expressed that numerous amounts of times, and I guess that's what he was upset about. I mean, I know from what I was told, that's what he was upset about. The fact that he feels like I'm messing up his business when I say that, but it's not like I'm making that up.
Right.
Like I'm getting that from other media outlets. I'm hearing that from Wayne himself through the media. So it's like, I'm not making none of that stuff up when I say it. We saw you kiss Wayne. We know you got tattoos of Wayne on your chest. Like, we're not making any of this stuff up.
Right.
Nobody calling you gay. Just stating the obvious facts of the situation.
Yeah.
And I guess the truth hurts.
Right. He came in, had an outburst.
It was great.
It was great.
Great entertainment.
And first of all, props, because you stood your ground completely. You didn't back down. You didn't apologize. You stood your ground. In fact, you even said, well, why are you rolling up on me? You didn't roll up on them other dudes who had problems with you.
I'm the radio guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here proclaiming to be a thug. I'm not out here proclaiming to be a gangster. I ain't never told nobody pull up on me and, you going to see what's up and what's what, I'm a man at the end of the day. But go pull up on the guys that's being tough with you. Trick Daddy came to the Breakfast Club and said, you don't know if you want to be a blood or a crip. You don't know whether you want to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Why run up on the radio guy? Now, granted, I'm not above getting ran up on. You know what I'm saying? It's happened before from other rappers. If you want to press me over something I said, that's fine. Because you have the right to do that, just like I have the right to say what I want to say. Yeah. But my thing is, let it be a chain of command. Okay? Let it be like a totem pole. Go handle the big dogs first, and then get to the pups later on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like y'all all in Miami. Don't act like I'm the first one you seen in the past, whatever. I never met Birdman in my life. That's the first time I ever met Birdman. Didn't know him before this. Don't need to know him after it.
Okay. It seemed like his voice was sort of cracking a little bit too when he was saying it. It almost, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Pusha T say that on Twitter. And I mean, of course, when you watch the video back, you see that. Yeah. But in the moment, I didn't catch that. Because in the moment, I'm trying to do one or two things. Really, I'm just trying to remain a radio personality. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's why when he came in, first thing you hear me say is, all right, let's get it on camera, which is cute for everybody. But I hope all of this is rolling.
Right.
Because we get digital bonuses. I know this is about to go viral. I didn't know it was going to go as crazy viral as it did, but I knew it was going to go viral. Artists come in, curse me out, whatever. So I'm like, make sure all of this is on camera, make sure we record and let's go. Yeah. So from that moment on, I'm in radio personality mode. So I wanted to know exactly what was on his mind. What's up? Right. My thing is, why come here? If you're that upset, why come here if you don't actually want to have the conversation? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with addressing whatever I've said about you, but let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. Clearly, he didn't want to do that.
Right, because then he stormed out like five minutes later. But the sound bites were I mean, the sound bites have become part of hip hop history.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Only because you see it on everything. You see it on ESPN, announcers using it, players using it. You see it in the WWE, wrestlers using it. Like it's just different. Like I saw last week when the Warriors were down 3-1 to the Oklahoma City Thunder on His and Hers. Michael Smith and Jamel Hill was like, the headline at the bottom of ESPN was, "Are the Warriors finished or are they done?"
And I think like right afterwards, it was like on Twitter, like one of the top trending topics was hashtag Birdman ultimatums, and it was like, are you hungry or do you want to eat? Birdman ultimatums.
Yeah, we cooking out or we barbecuing? Yeah. We starting or we beginning? Yeah, I loved it, man. Like, stuff like that don't bother me in no way, shape, or form. Like, I have a job to do, and I think I do my job pretty well. And, everybody's always like, yo, you didn't get rattled. I'm like, what is there to be rattled about?
Right.
Like, I'm from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Like, I've been in real situations. I've been sitting in the backseat of a car and had somebody pull a gun on me and, you know, holding the gun to me. It's like, you know what I did in that situation? Nothing. Just sit there like, oh, yeah. Because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And that's what you got to realize about life.
Yeah.
Whatever's going to happen is going to happen in that moment. Whatever he had his mind made up to do, he already had his mind made up to do it. And there was nothing I could do to diffuse that situation. You just got to become a part of the situation and just wait for the reaction. That's it.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he stormed off because, you know, he said what he said, and then like 5 minutes later he stormed off.
Not even 5. The interview lasted 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And what people don't realize is, like, literally before he came in, he was in the lobby with all the dudes, and Eminem Lose Yourself was on.
Okay.
So he was kind of like rocking back and forth, and I'm watching, and I'm hearing Eminem Lose Yourself. I don't know if he was playing it in his headphones. I don't know if it was coming from, I don't know if the station was playing it. I don't know. I just know Eminem Lose Yourself was playing in the lobby. And he came in that room, and that's what he did. He lost himself.
He lost himself.
But it worked out for all parties involved. I mean, he got Respect My Name t-shirts. He got a Respect
Right.
My Name record. I heard that. I was in Charleston, South Carolina. I heard that in regular rotation.
Yeah.
You know, last weekend. So.
Oh, really? They're playing on the radio like that?
I mean, I haven't heard it in New York yet, but when I was home in Charleston, South Carolina, I definitely heard it on 99.3 The Box in Charleston. So
Okay.
I was like, wow. So it's worked out for everybody.
And I guess afterwards he called and I guess apologized. I guess he called DJ
He
Envy.
apologized to Envy. I haven't spoke to him. Like they wanted to get us to get on the phone, and I was like, I'm cool on that. I'm not angry, not in a negative way. I didn't know him before this, and I don't need to know him after.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a moment in time. We crossed paths for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and made history.
Yeah.
God bless him. You know, and then I think he called a couple of the executives at iHeart.
Okay.
And he wanted to come back up at the time.
Really?
Yeah, but I was like, for what? Like, I don't like going backwards. I don't like trying to reheat cold French fries. Like, that's what that would have been to me. Like, let that moment be what it is. We eat off that moment for a couple weeks, a month, whatever, however long it goes, and keep it moving. Like, what's the point of having another sit down with somebody who didn't want to have a conversation in the first place? And I know a lot of people be like, well, you and Kanye went at it. Me and Kanye didn't go at it. Me and Kanye had a great conversation.
Yeah.
You know, I told him some things that I didn't like, and he explained his reasoning behind it. And then he decided to come back for a follow-up interview, which I was fine with having because we had a conversation the first time. Mm-hmm. If me and you sit down and we're not able to have a conversation the first time and that's how you react, I'm cool on you, my brother.
Okay. So Birdman coming back to the Breakfast Club is not going to happen.
I doubt it. I don't see for what reason.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
You vetoed it, pretty much.
I mean, yeah. I guess. I'm just not interested in the conversation. Like, what could we possibly talk about? And plus, man, like, you know, other interviews I've seen with him, whether it's with Angie Martinez or whoever, he don't never really answer the questions anyway. And then when he does answer them, it don't sound like it's too much fact going on. Because if you're saying you and Wayne are good, and, you know, y'all for life, and then a couple weeks later, Wayne's coming out saying he's tired of your lies, F you, it's like somebody lying.
Right.
And I doubt it's Wayne. So it's like, I'm cool on you.
After that situation happened, a few rappers chimed in. I think Snoop Dogg went first. And he was, I guess, on Birdman's side. He goes, yeah, you know, on site, you know, confront a motherfucker. I forgot what the exact words were, but it was that. What was your reaction to that? I mean, I assume you saw it.
I didn't mind. Like, I tell people all the time, man, it's the rule of 10. 3 people gonna like something, 3 people not gonna like something, 4 people just gonna be on the fence about it. Just sitting there wondering what the hell's going on. Like, I treat Snoop saying that the same way I treat, you know, somebody like Trick Daddy saying, yo, Charlamagne stood his ground. Like, it's all, it's just people's opinions. That's it.
Right. Somebody
might feel like, yo, Charlamagne stood his ground. Somebody else might feel like, yo, that was some bitch shit. Charlamagne calling other dudes' names, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, it's all just opinions to me. I read it all. I look at Snoop, all right? That's how you feel. I look at this other person that might be with me, and I'm like, that's how you feel. Like, it don't matter to me. I don't think Birdman was wrong in that situation. I don't think I was wrong in that situation. I don't think Birdman was right in that situation. I don't think I was right in that situation. It was just a situation. That's it. You form your own opinions about it.
Now, Young Thug, who, you know, Birdman, I guess, was managing at one point and was part of Rich Gang, he went on Instagram, and I guess he threatened to kidnap you or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Torture you?
Torture me. I mean, even with that situation, that don't bother me either. You know, what bothers me is the fact that this guy would get on social media and dry snitch on himself in that way. And that's what I don't understand about that new era. Like, if you want to do something or you want to attempt to do something, just do it. You know, like, don't get online and dry snitch on yourself. Because if I was that kind of person, I could have easily took that to the authorities. You know, and said, look what this guy did. That's a terroristic threat on my life or whatever, my well-being. I could have easily did that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do that to yourself?
Right.
You know, like that's just silly to me. Like that's not what real G's do, or not even just real G's, real men do. These street niggas are like, I don't know. I grew up on a different era of street guy. You know, I grew up on a different era of street nigga. They wasn't online dry snitching on themselves. Like you can't even have a stop snitching campaign in 2016. You just can't, because everybody snitches on themselves via social media. Everybody, whether it's you in the camera with guns, whether it's you throwing up your gang sets, it's all dry snitching on yourself. That ain't even music. You can't even hide behind the it's all entertainment with that. Because you're on camera saying, Charlamagne, we're going to torture you, boy. We're going to torture you. I'm like, wow. I ain't give a fuck about the threat. I gave a fuck about he really got online and just dry snitched on himself like that.
Right.
Like,
but then he came back and I guess like took it back because like, oh no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I mean, because I'm sure that some executives that he worked with probably said to him, man, you can't go around threatening radio people like that, you know? And I'm sure, you know, it was radio people like, yo, we ain't fucking with his music no more. Like shit like that happens, whether or not we want it to happen or not. Like we work for large corporations, we work for large companies. There's people that have our backs that we don't even know have our backs. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think, radio people, it's like a cult like union. You know what I'm saying? Like only radio people know how it feels to be a radio person. Only DJs know how it feels to be DJs. So a lot of times, man, we be having each other's backs and you don't even know it. Like I had plenty of people call me like, man, I ain't playing no more Birdman records. I ain't playing no more Young Thug records. Don't do that on behalf of me. You know what I'm saying? Do that because you think the records is whack. Like I ain't never here to stop nobody from eating. I'm never here to stop nobody from prospering. Don't do that on behalf of me. So I'm sure when he sent that other tweet out, it was political. Or if it wasn't political, it was just him saying in his mind later, damn, that was dumb for me to get on Snapchat and threaten somebody, to torture somebody. Let me take that back real quick before the police get on my ass. Yeah.
Well, you know, Young Thug has a history of being reckless on the internet. Long history.
I don't follow him like that. I mean, I see the little stuff which I don't even know is real when they say things like I'm smoking blunts like penises. And, like I mean, I've seen him in videos where he got dudes with guns, and I mean the typical. That's sad that I say that, but the typical rapper shit nowadays, you know what I mean? But I don't really pay him no attention like that.
Look, I work with them on Mad. Good guys. Good heart. Good guys. Give you the shirt off their back. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence that they both, most of their friends are white and got white wives? They like white women? I mean.
Then they develop envy because they go home. They get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house. They girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.